Yo, it's Swiggy. I played 100 games of Street Fighter 6 to find out why I suck. I originally got this challenge from Ludwig's, but instead of every round counting as a game like he did in his video, I'm gonna do it the way that it's set up in the game. So in Street Fighter, the first person to win 2 rounds wins 1 game, and that is how we're going to determine the game in this video. Now, I'm not suggesting that you do this the way I'm about to, and you'll find out why at the end of the video, because I'm gonna talk about some tips that I got during and after this long haul of games that may help you start figuring out things if you're new to fighting games like me. I also want to preference, I am not a Street Fighter content creator. I just make videos about things I do on stream and then put them on YouTube channel. And with that being said, here's what happened. When you first start playing in ranked mode, you're given placement matches. And these matches are against a mix of computer players and real players to see what rank you should start in. Before this challenge, I had already done mine, and obviously I was placed in the lowest at rookie. But even then, I climbed in the iron after about 4 games, so I had a very small amount of knowledge about how to play Street Fighter, which you can definitely see in these first 2 games against this Ryu, who looks like they knew just as much about the game as I did. I gotta punch that shit. It's cool. Yeah, got him in the corner. Ooh. Stop that. Stop that. Get him in there. I keep fucking up the meaty too. I'm bad. Stop that shit. That was a good way to start the challenge, right? 2 wins against my first opponent, and I'm feeling really good until I lost 8 games in a row. I got smacked, but something woke up in me after the first loss in this Kin mirror. Like, something started to click. I gotta be careful. Gotta be real careful with this shit. That's it. You're dead. And after that win, I don't want to say I was getting good, but I was starting to notice things in my play that would cause me to lose and things in my opponent's play that I could use to win. Now, I'm not saying that I went on this long streak of just win after win after win, but I was definitely winning more than I was losing, which felt pretty good. It also helped that one of my mods in chat was keeping log of every game with characters I won against, characters I lost to, and what my win percent was. I recommend anyone who's starting out like me to do something like this because it gives you info into where you're struggling the most and also gives you some insight into where you're improving. For instance, one matchup I felt I didn't understand was Kimmy, because I felt like she could do whatever she wanted and I would just straight up lose. But after losing the 3rd game against a Kimmy, I started to figure some things out. How you like it? Yeah, how you like it? Yeah, how you like it? Yeah, how you like when somebody mass drive impact on your ass? Okay. Alright, stop. Alright. Come on, baby! This was one of my biggest accomplishments of the challenge because I felt like I was starting to overcome a hurdle. I had beat a character that I felt was impossible for me to beat. Now, I'm not claiming to know the matchup, but I felt that I learned the game enough to beat low-level candies. At this point, I had played 60 games, coming out to 120 rounds and a little over 3 hours of stream time. And right as I'm about to jump into the next 40 games... Alright, 40 games left, boys. Bruh. Are you kidding me? So, where do we go from here? I have 40 more games to play, and I just told you guys that I would be doing 100 games in a row, but I can't queue up to start the last 40. Do I wait or do I just finish them on another stream? Would that make me a fraud if I did that? I had a mission to play 100 straight games, and while I have 40 games left to play, picking up from 40 would not be true to what I intended to do, and so the next day, I looked Fade in the eyes and I reset the count to 100. Because I was determined to not only get better at Street Fighter, but to make content. Day 2 started off much better than the first, and I believe that I was improving, even if some of my opponents were playing in the McDonald's parking lot. Oh my god! Nah, we take those. Now is a good time to talk about one thing that I learned during this challenge, and I want to see if you notice it in this clip. Do you see it? I have some horribly bad habits. I didn't really notice it on day 1, but on day 2, the biggest reason I would lose was because I was relying on bad habits. But little did I know there was something bigger looming that was also causing me to lose. You see, what I didn't take into account before this challenge was that because this was my first Street Fighter, I didn't have a strong autopilot like I did in Smash Bros. See, I've been playing Smash for years. It's nothing to queue up into Elite Smash and just let my subconscious play. But I can't do that in Street Fighter because I don't have the fundamentals down, meaning I have to actually think every single game. To put it into perspective, playing 100 games like this begins to put a mental strain on you comparable to playing in an online tourney. Honestly, some of the games that I lost was because I would blank out from fatigue and snap back to reality. And some of the games I lost was just straight up BS. For example, this Jamie, like a lot of people in these low ranks, like using drop impact like it's an invincible counter, and since I'm still new to the game, yeah, it kinda works. Oh, but this Jamie saw a side of me that I thought was locked up. Man, fuck you, bitch ass motherfucker. Yeah, drive impact these nuts. Yeah, get your bitch ass up. I'm sick of you, bro. Stand up. No. Hold my nuts, bitch. Damn! I hope y'all weren't listening to that around y'all parents. Now finally, after 159 games, my last match was a kin match. At this point, I felt like I was looking in the mirror. Okay, I'm not doing any deep philosophical spiel. I just know I did not want to lose a kin mirror to end this challenge, so screw all that fatigue. I'm handing out this L. You know what I'm gonna do? So after 160 games, 320 rounds, 9 hours of stream time, 1 server maintenance, and a whole bunch of sleep-induced playing. What rank did I end up in? Bronze freaking 3. But I played 100 games of Street Fighter in a row. That ended up turning into 160 games because of server maintenance. But over these 160 games that I played, here are some things that I've learned that I want to share with you. First things first, if you're new like me, you just need one simple punish combo that you can execute consistently. It's very easy to be consumed by the flashy combos that your character can probably do. But I guarantee you, if you don't have basic fundamentals, you're not hitting any of this consistently. Second thing is learn how to anti-air. When your opponent is in the air, you have the advantage, but if they land and hit you with an attack, you will be in a very bad situation. Next, and probably one of the most important to me, is to watch the games you lose over focusing on the games that you win. After this challenge, I went and watched my losses with my friend Flex Tape, and he's a master rank player with a lot of knowledge on the game. I recommend finding someone to help you sit and go over your losses to identify areas of weakness, because the higher you go up, the more your habits and weaknesses are just going to get exploited anyway. And my final tip to you is to comment on this video with some things you learned about Street Fighter 6 that might help somebody else, because believe it or not, this game has more layers than an onion, and I've learned that learning this game with people helps you learn the game faster and make it more enjoyable. And don't forget to subscribe!